Hey y'all, it's Asya with an update on my garden experiment. So it's been about a week since my last video, and I planted two planter trays. One of them has the little peat pot mold thingies that you just add water to and plant the seeds in there, and the other one has a mixture of like a seed starter soil that I got from Home Depot, and it had some worm casting in it. So I went and planted those. Now I will say I planted them like 2 weeks apart kind of thing, so I know it's not exactly, but there are some things that I have noticed. So let's go ahead. Ooh, sorry for all the shakiness. Go ahead and take a look. So these are the ones with the peat pots right here, and they had like a 2-week head start. So you can see some of them look considerably bigger than the ones here. So some similarities are like the basil is doing amazing in both. This one's the basil down here and over here. So the basil is doing amazing in both. The dill is just crazy as crazy can be. It's actually driving me crazy because it's so big and floppy and everything. The sage came up here, and the sage here, and the sage over here actually germinated more seeds than it did over here. But this one right here, which I think is oregano and who are you? Mint. So the oregano and the mint over here germinated more, and the oregano and mint over here is kind of struggling a little bit. Now I will say this last row right here is peppers, and I planted them at the same time. I had one extra row that I didn't plant anything in. I planted the peppers at the same time, and I have a higher rate of germination here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there, and then only 2 came up over here. These ones came up faster, but only 2 of them germinated, or 7 of them did over here. So I don't know what's up with that. My chives are doing well over here, and over here they were doing well, but now they're starting to look a little bit crazy. So I don't know what this shows exactly. One thing I did notice was that over here I had more trouble with mold, and that I don't know if I watered it too much in the start or what, but some of these over here started having mold growing on them, and so they kind of shriveled up. So that is something going on with that. But next what I'm going to do is these ones, these basil are starting, they have their true leaves on them. Like their first leaves are just the ones that come out of the, break out of the shell. And then these kind of ones are more the actual basil leaves. And the same thing with the sage here. If you look, these leaves that my nail is on is like those beginning leaves, and then these are the actual sage leaves there. So I think I'm going to start taking some of those plants that have their true leaves on them, and same with the purple basil, or red basil I think it's called, and I'm going to start to put them in their own individual pots that are a little bit bigger, with some potting soil and mix in there. Alright, so result of the experiment so far, and we'll see how we do after we repot them, and how they continue to grow, and what they notice. But I have noticed, I think that like I wasn't too excited about those peat pot starters, but they seem to have worked pretty well. So I think I might continue to use them, which is good because I have like 50 million more of them, so I better use them. Anyway, that's all I wanted to just check in with you really quick on that. It's a rainy Sunday here, so I'm not really going to be getting outside. Anyway, happy gardening, y'all.